could not be more excited. Y'all that listen to the show know me. Y'all know that on Top Play Football and everything that I'm a huge nerd, right? Whatever, we talk about it every day. You know that I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. And so you must know that when I listened to my guy Dylan Sanders' interview with Payton Turner, and I learned that Payton Turner had over 400 Star Wars figures growing up, I fell in love with the Saints' first-round pick. Payton, what's up, man? Thank you so much for waking up with us this morning.
Yes, sir. Love Star Wars, man. What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
So that's true. 400. That's not that's not like. Look, I'm not saying that's the exact number, but that's in the ballpark. What we're talking about.
Yeah, at least probably a little bit more. You know, you got
yeah.
you got the big. You got the Walker. You got the Millennium Falcon. All that.
Well, yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was nerded out on that. Growing up.
Just wait till you have kids like me, Peyton. I've gotten into buying Star Wars Black Series toys for my daughter, and they're basically for me, but they are fun to play with. Okay. So
yeah, man,
before we get to football, then, because now I have to go down this rabbit hole. What was your favorite toy? Because look, I had a huge collection as well, but there's two that stand out to me. Obviously, like every other kid, Boba Fett was awesome. But then I also loved like the random Rebel Trooper with that weird kind of oblong helmet. That guy really did it for me. Growing up, out of all the 400, which one did you love the most?
There was like this space trooper I had. He's a stormtrooper, but he was like a big space suit, big helmet, like a juggernaut.
Yes.
That was like one of my favorites. And then like I had my AT, like my Walker. Like that was my thing, man. Those were my two for sure.
So you had like a full size AT-AT.
Yeah, man. This dude just like it's as big as my dog.
What? I actually have a pretty large Falcon right now. Not to brag, it was a gift from a listener. So if we're talking about the movies, then Peyton, you would have been growing up kind of like you're younger than me, but I was kind of growing up in the prequel era as well. That would have been right there. Out of the three trilogies, prequel, original, or sequel, which trilogy are you taking?
I'd say prequel. Like for me.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, dude, live your truth. Absolutely. I think I'm an OT guy, but the prequels have aged very well. Very well. I just could watch all of Bad Batch yesterday. It's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, Bad Batch is great, man. Bad Batch is dope.
What'd you think about Mando? Mando season 1 and 2. Mandalorian, I mean. Did you watch it?
Yeah. It was pretty good. I liked it a lot, especially the second season. It really picked up in the second season, especially the way it ended with, spoiler alert, but like, Luke coming in at the end. That was pretty dope.
It was like, I think it's in my top 5 nerd Hall of Fame moments. I was holding my daughter, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I teared up because I'm an idiot and I care way too much about all this. So what was it like? What was it like, Peyton? I mean, I have some insight, but for the listeners out there, I mean, here you are. You're a first-round NFL pick. You're a physical specimen, like just an athletic freak. Your entire family, actually, it's kind of crazy. Your extended family, everybody seems to just be athletic freaks. What was it like then also kind of growing up as a big nerd?
I didn't have a problem with it. I got along with I was with the sports dudes, the jocks, or whatever you want to call it, like in high school, and then, I'd go over to the lunch table and chill with my boys and talk about like Star Wars or whatever. So, I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was unique. So, that was kind of me growing up, but that was a lot of time I spent doing sports and nerding out. Yeah,
I guess you probably experienced it as well. You can't really bully the guy who's the defensive end going to college in the future first-round pick. Like, you just can't do it. Sorry, you're not going to be able to. So speaking of being a first-round pick, man, I asked Pete Werner this same thing yesterday. What was it like? What was going through your head? And for you, maybe even especially, like, I'm not sure if you expected it or not. Certainly the mock drafts didn't, whatever, right? I think the NFL scouts knew. But, like, what was it like when you got the call and you were a first-round NFL pick?
Yeah, it was getting late in day one. I had no clue what time the draft was. Was it Friday? So I was sitting there Thursday night with the family. But, I mean, it was exciting, man. It's really a blessing. I kind of knew I was in that area, like late first, real early second. So for that to happen, though, I mean, it's awesome. It's a dream come true, really.
Yeah, and then it's not just, going to the NFL, but you're going to
New Orleans Saints. Yeah,
I mean, one of the best franchises, right? Like Janoris Jenkins was just on Raw Room the other day, and he's breaking down how like the Saints culture and what Peyton does is just different. Even on the NFL level, they treat you like professionals. What's that been like for you, because that's always a big difference to me between college and the league, is like in college, they're on your ass. You got to be here, be here, be here. In the league, it's like, look, man, you're an adult now. You're a pro. You got to take care of your business. How are you handling that transition?
Yeah, that's exactly the difference. I mean, it's definitely a transition. Definitely more free time. More. I feel like it's more responsibility though. You gotta get up in the morning. You gotta work out. There's nobody holding your hand, taking you, like you said, on your ass to get you up at workouts or anything. So it's really it's just really your responsibility. It's your job, so you just gotta take care of your job. But I mean, I've really been enjoying it.
Yeah, and Payton, just watching like your highlights and some of your film and stuff. I'm guessing that you're pretty good at being self-motivated, because like one of the most impressive parts to me is you seem to play with like a really high motor. There's like no quit, chasing guys down, hawking down, getting up. What is that something that you kind of pride yourself on?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, I think I play hard. I miss time, so I miss being out there to play. So every time I'm out there, I want to play as hard as I can, because I mean, you never know when your last snap is, man. So just to be able to go out there and play the game you love, and now for a living, like, I mean, it's awesome. It's a dream come true. So
well,
be out there playing hard every time.
And you enter a room that has one of the legends in it, right? It's what we talked about Warner yesterday. He gets to learn from Demario Davis, and then you're in a room with Cam Jordan. I mean, an NFL all-decade team member, future Hall of Famer. How much have you gotten to work with Cam thus far in the offseason?
I mean, a pretty good amount. Just to be able to like be around him, through OTAs, and then camp's coming up, so just being around him then, I think, obviously you get to learn a lot if you're around a future Hall of Famer. So I think that's really, really, I'm really fortunate for that. And I mean, he's a really cool dude, so just be around him is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, because he's kind of like, Saints fans have fallen in love with his personality, and I feel like you're going to be in that same mold here over the next few years. Were you ever a little like anxious or nervous entering that building? Because as the first round pick, right? I mean, you're a rookie on one hand, so it's kind of like, you're starting over in some ways. But as the first round pick, you do have a lot of expectation heaped upon you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, of course, there's gonna be expectations. So I wouldn't say I'm really nervous walking around the building. I mean, they got me for a reason. So I think they believe in me. So just like when I'm walking around, I mean, I know there's expectations. So, but I mean, I'm just, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be me and play as hard as I can, try to be the best me I can. So I can't do much more than that.
And what do you think that looks like here in year one, in terms of your responsibility, learning the scheme, how they're going to play you? What's that been like so far? What have you learned?
Just keep like developing my pass rush, and then just playing hard against the run. Just trying to be an all-around player, and then just trying to be the best teammate I can be for me personally. And then obviously, you got to learn the playbook if you want to go out there and play. So that's pretty high on the list.
Yeah, I mean, right, like that's always the biggest separating factor. There's a lot of dudes who can run and hit, but like, do you know what you're supposed to do?
Which way you're running?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a better way to say it. I'm going to steal that from you, Payton. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
So, okay, what about this? So you're a huge nerd when you go to the facility, like you said. Now you got to work out. You got meetings. You got to study your playbook. When you do get downtime, though, how are you feeling it nowadays?
Dude. And that's another thing I think is the downtime is just different. You got your own time, and we kind of touched on it, but you got a lot of downtime too. So, I'm pretty big in like the recovery. So like usually tubs or stretching, stuff like that. But when I'm away from football, like completely, I'll probably be on the game, like Call of Duty. I used to be really good at Fortnite. Probably could have done like that pro-am stuff. Might get back into it if someone, if Ninja wants to play or something, But usually I'm on the game, PS5. Xbox One is weak, and if you have an Xbox One,
tell him
it's weak. So,
bro, have you played
PS5 for sure?
Now look, this is not competitive, and all I used to do was play like whatever competitive shooter I was in love with at the time. Then I had kids, I had to go back to kind of single player. If you got a PS5, bro, you should play Ratchet and Clank. You played it yet?
Dude, that used to be my game when I was younger. Like me and my friend, like we take turns, because how some of them had a. Was it Ratchet and Clank? I think Deathmatch. They had two players, so we played that one a lot. But that used to be my game, man. Bro,
the Rift Apart, the new one, is unreal, and it is like a testament to what the PS5 can do.
That's dope, man. I can't wait. I think I'm gonna have to get it.
Yeah, don't make the horrible decision that I did and download Final Fantasy 14 and start a journey that's going to lead you to putting hundreds of hours into an MMO that will mean nothing when you die. But hey. here we are. We got to live our truth. That's what we said, right, Payton?
Yes, sir. Very true.
So how are you at Warzone? Because you're
I mean,
look, talking about teaming up with Ninja and a Fortnite Pro-Am, the confidence that you were talking about on the football field is looking like that's extending to the sticks.
Yeah, man. I used to be really good at Fortnite. I stopped playing when they started doing I could build like a lot, but then I stopped playing kind of when Warzone came out.
Yeah.
And then I went back over to play it, and now they got
a lot of stuff
and flying. Yeah, I was like, geez, man, I'm so far behind. But I need to pick it back up because that used to be a lot of fun.
Payton Turner, Saints first-round pick, defensive end, joining that crew. Hey, what's it been like? So you're interested in the Saints at a weird time where, for years, the face of the franchise has been Drew Brees, right? And that's been like, okay, the Saints, you just immediately think of Drew Brees. You're in that transition period. Jameis and Taysom competing for that job, going into camp. What's it been like around the building, like just kind of watching that battle firsthand, and how have Jameis and Taysom been so far?
I think it's been pretty exciting, at least from my standpoint. I think I can speak for most of the building when I say that, we're excited for whoever can start a job out of those two. They're so competitive. But I mean, even through like how competitive they are, they're just being like supportive of each other, and just talking and getting with the receivers and working. So, I'm excited to see what comes out of it, those two. So, they're both great dudes, great quarterbacks, so I'm excited.
Okay, how about this, Payton? I know I don't think y'all have gotten to do much like on the field work yet. Have you gotten to go up much yet against Ryan Ramczyk and Teron Armstead?
Nah, not yet, man. We haven't really put on pads, man. I'm really excited. Those dudes look crazy.
Yeah.
When you think NFL offensive tackle, you definitely think of those two. So they're two of the best in the league. So I'm excited, just to be able to. It's not often. I don't think many guys can say that they have two of the best tackles in the league on their team and get to work against them in practice. So I'm just excited to compete and get better.
Yeah, I mean, right? It's like, so here you are, rookie year, and you get to practice against the highest paid right tackle in the league, and then Teron Armstead, who's like a top 5 left tackle. So iron sharpens iron and all that.
Right.
Okay, last one here, Payton. Thank you so much, man. This has been awesome. It is just warmed my jock nerd heart more than you know. What are you looking to forward most about the season?
Just play my first NFL game, man. It's something I've watched since I was little. Coming home, we go to church, go to Boston Market, come home, turn on the TV, and parents start cooking dinner or whatever, and we're sitting out there watching the NFL, man. I can't wait to be on the TV and just play my first NFL game. It's so exciting.
Hell yeah, man. Payton Turner, Saints first round pick, DN out of Houston. The motor never quits. Great personality, Star Wars nerd. Payton, thank you so much, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, absolutely. You take it easy. You have a great day. Man, I love that. I love that. That was a genuine nerddom there, boys. There was no fakery there.
Your facial expressions were so great during that interview. You were lighting up.
I mean, it's tough to because also when you hear that he had over 400 Star Wars figures going up, it's like, okay, is he really going to engage with that? Is that kind of a rumor? Did he grow out of it? Does he not care anymore? But no, dude. It looks like my boy is still in it. Although I could tell, he wasn't being fully honest. I don't think he loved Mando. I don't think he loved Mandalorian season 1, which is fine. But I just want to talk about it more. It's all I ever want to talk about. I did another Star Wars podcast with Joey Molnaro's dad last night. Check it out. The Rule of the Galaxy podcast. It's a good one. All right, when we get back here on OTB, continuing to talk sports. See you live.